Hello there. So my name's Ocana. It's been a while since I've done a YouTube video. I kind of got into a little bit of YouTube when I really wanted to dive into manifesting and the law of attraction and stuff like that. I still have a vision board. I still love to manifest, and I just have dove deeper into like the subconscious mind and a little bit more of the science behind it, which I think a lot of like law of attraction and magical, mystical experiences and things like that they're just things that can't be explained yet through science, and one day they will be. So I just love diving into what science we do have about the subconscious mind and how things work, and hypnotherapy is just so fascinating to me. I've become certified this last June 2024, and I've been taking clients since then and absolutely love it. I never in a million years would have imagined that I would be working with people and actually supporting people on their journey. It's just like mind-boggling. I used to always be the one that needed support and was the train wreck and just couldn't even hardly get through a day. And now I get to be there for other people, even when I'm struggling, and it just feels so good to just be a supportive space for someone else to work through their challenges. Basically, I feel like we all have the answers within us, and our subconscious mind is just, it's so much more expansive than we can even fathom. There's so much more to it than science can know right now. Our subconscious mind basically knows what we need and how we need to work through these things in order to heal certain areas of our life. And so working with clients, I feel like I kind of give them a space to find their answers and to discover what they need in order to move through their challenges and move to the next level and just keep peeling back the layers, the onion layers. There's always so much more to discover about ourselves, and it's a fun journey. So basically, the purpose of what I want to do with these videos moving forward, mostly I just want to get into it. It's something that I've wanted to do for years, just really get into YouTube and share my experience and see if it helps somebody. Because I really believe that we're all here to kind of support one another on our journeys, as we're moving through life, and each one of us has a unique perspective that can really serve one another. Each person can bring that unique perspective, and it's so valuable. We need each perspective to make up the whole. I've heard it explained like the universe is just a huge prism, like a crystal that's just got all these different facets on it. And each one of us is a facet, and it takes each of our perspectives to make up the whole picture. And so I love that idea. It kind of opens you up to other perspectives. There's truth in every perspective. And so it's just finding what works with yours and leaving what doesn't, but still holding space for everyone's ideas and point of view and seeing the value in it. That's what I want to do. I want to bring my point of view, my perspective, and see if I can share that, and whoever might resonate with it, just gain wisdom from one another. I really want to contribute, to the collective and just see what I can bring. And so I really want to make these videos about kind of sharing my journey, sharing what I'm learning. I want to be very authentic, and just talk about some of my challenges too, because I really think it's helpful to be able to connect on deeper levels and not just see somebody doing well, but seeing somebody working through the difficulties too. Because behind every success, there's always those dark moments where they almost gave up, or where they messed up, or they made mistakes, or maybe everything seemed to be falling apart, and somehow they continued on and were able to make it work. And those are the stories that I think we need more of, so that we can really start to be encouraged that we're not alone when we're struggling, like that this is part of the journey and we can connect with one another and make it easier to go through. I also want to see if I can share some, hypnosis. So I love hypnosis. It feels so good, and it's just a powerful way to kind of work with your mind and be able to retrain in new patterns, new behaviors, new beliefs, whatever you want. And it's just a beautiful way to work with yourself. I'm thinking of sharing maybe some hypnosis, videos, different areas. Could be for sleep, could be for anxiety, could be, just for motivation and different things, and see who it resonates with if you want to try some hypnosis. I also really believe in Melissa Tier's work, and I love just these pattern interrupts that she teaches, and they're basically just ways to regulate your nervous system to feel better when you're, feeling bad, and just realizing that you really have a lot of power over your neurology and like how you're feeling in any given moment. You can get out of an unwanted state. You don't have to sit and suffer, literally. These emotions are supposed to be through our bodies in like 90 seconds or less. But we continue them on, and we kind of marinate in some of these emotions, and we almost become addicted. I heard somewhere that cortisol is even more addicting than nicotine. And I can kind of believe it. Even I was addicted to stress and like extreme mood swings. It's like I didn't know what it was like to just feel peaceful. And that felt uncomfortable, to just be calm. So it's like we kind of need to teach our bodies how to be in that calmer state and how to break some of those patterns that are just not serving us anymore. So I would love to teach some simple ways to get out of unwanted states and break some bad habits. And I also just want to share what I know about how the subconscious mind works. It's an amazing part of us that is very mysterious, but once you kind of learn how to navigate it, it opens up so many doors, because you can literally retrain in anything that you want. If you want to be more confident, if you want to, read faster, if you want to, begin to speak in front of people, or begin to post more on social media, or just step into your power. Like, you really can change that. You can change anything about yourself that you want to. And then just continue to share more information as I'm learning things, and, just bring you along on my journey and share what I think might be useful for you, such as dopamine, that I have been really diving into lately. And I think the people that know me are kind of sick of me talking about it. But literally, dopamine is a game changer once you know how it works, and how a lot of the things in our current society hijack dopamine and cause extreme spikes, which create crashes and lower your baseline over time. And it can just explain a lot of ADHD symptoms, and, even feelings of just being low and not having motivation. And, all of these chronic symptoms can be related to dopamine. And so it's just so amazing to learn some of these things and how to take charge of your experience and be able to explain some of the things that you're feeling so you don't feel as crazy. It's like there's an explanation for a lot of these things. And if you can find ways to biohack yourself and begin to use some of these processes to your benefit instead of feeling like you're being used by them or having no control, your whole life can change. So I want to be able to share some of these different things that I'm learning with you, and how I'm actually using them in my own life so that it becomes practical, something that, I'm experiencing. And so maybe you can try as well and let me know how it works for you. And again, I just feel like it's so important to just contribute. Each one of us has something amazing to give. something only we can provide. I just think it's an amazing time right now, and I've been getting deeper into astrology lately, but it seems that 2025 is a powerful year astrologically, and there's going to be a lot of changes coming up, some uncomfortable, of course. Change is always uncomfortable, but almost like a common theme seems to be metamorphosis. Like there's going to be an amazing transformation coming up for, could be our country, could be the world, could be our individual journeys, and just really paying attention, like, what is your purpose? What is your lesson here? Like, what are you meant to do in this life? And really leaning into it and contributing what your experience is to the collective so that everybody can have a chance to benefit from what you're learning, and just raising the wisdom of all of us, as we draw from one another's experience. So really that's my main reason for wanting to get on YouTube, is just to contribute. I want to contribute to the collective and to whoever decides to listen and whoever feels drawn. It could be a few, it could be none, it could be just me speaking into the void, but either way, I know it's going to serve. It's going to serve me, it's going to serve the energy that I can bring, and anybody that sees what I'm saying, it might serve them. And so I just feel like now is really a time to lean into our creativity and just what we have to offer the world. And so coming up, for myself personally, I'm launching my hypnotherapy business and, diving deeper into that and seeing how I can present it to people and just bring awareness. And so my journey's beginning with that, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm also right now diving deeper into fasting. Mindy Pels is somebody that I've been following on her intermittent fasting and longer fasts. I'm about to, on Tuesday, I'm actually going to start it might be a week-long fast. I'm going to really monitor my glucose levels and ketones and make sure that I'm doing it safely, and probably take in some healthy fats along the way, just to make sure that my brain is getting what it needs, because I'm still going to be working and things like that. But I really want to do this not just for my health, because literally just after 3 days of fasting, your body starts to make stem cells, and it cleans out precancerous cells, and it literally just cleans your body out in a way that doesn't happen while you're eating. So I'm very excited, and I really want to just, reset. It also resets your dopamine, and then can be a spiritual experience. So I've got some questions for the universe, for my higher self, and I'm gonna really dive in, see if I can do some deep meditations while I'm in this fasted state and see what comes to me. I'm also gonna do a little bit of plant medicine, maybe at the end of my fast, before I break the fast, and see what comes to me. I feel like it's something I like to do, maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, just to go deeper. And the last journey I took was just mind-blowing. And I feel like it's just, each one of us has our spiritual journey, and you can decide, what works for you to go deeper and to really integrate some things into your experience that just progresses you. And so I'm excited to do that for myself, and I'll kind of share how it goes with everybody. But I'm definitely, working through some deep triggers that have come up this past year. And I think, it's an ongoing journey. Each of us has things that come up at a certain season that we're meant to look at that time. And so it's just important to pay attention, like what's coming up, what needs attention, what needs to be worked through. And I've got some deep ones that I've been avoiding my entire life, and it's time. So I'm ready to face them and, work through them. I know it's not, you usually don't work through a trigger and it's done. It's an ongoing process, and there's ups and downs, and so I understand that. And I'm just leaning in. And I have some big dreams that I'm going to be manifesting, and I love the manifesting journey, because It's not even really getting the thing at the end. It's the journey on the way there. It's the things you have to overcome, the fears you have to work through. It's who you become on the journey that's really the juiciness of the whole experience. And that's what I love about manifesting. And also just working with your thoughts, just realizing that no matter what kind of negative spiral you're in, you can always reframe it. You can always change it into something that's even slightly more positive, even feels just a little bit better. And it's just a powerful skill to have for yourself, just to be able to shift out of something and to realize that you have the power over what you believe. And you can literally believe anything you want. Try it on. See how it feels. If it feels good, use it, And so it gives you so much power over your life, your experience, and just your journey. And so I just think it's so important to have a vision, a goal. And so maybe ask yourself before this new year starts, what is your intention for the new year? What are some things you want to experience? What are some things you want to work through? Just really set a vision for yourself and just watch it unfold. It's amazing. Again, it's your subconscious mind. You show your subconscious mind what's important to you, and it will start filtering in all this information that aligns with that goal. And it just opens up a whole new world that you didn't see before. Yeah, so basically that's my intro video, and I really want to see if I can be consistent and really just put out some videos and have fun with it, not take it seriously, and just, see if I can be helpful and provide some value for you. And so any feedback I would love, and just sending love to all of you, anybody that, is listening and watching, and just wishing you a happy new year.